Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be building the Guillows P51 North American Mustang. Now this is one of my kits I built in the past and I did a terrible job on it, so I figured I'd give it another shot. The livery is not going to be this green color, it's going to be similar to the one I built up here. Very nice with the olive green top to it and the red tail. So yeah, it's going to look similar like this. And we got a Spitfire and very nice plane. This is probably gonna be an RC airplane because I do have some components for this. I do have a gyro right here. I might throw that in there and see how it flies, play around with it. And yeah, this is probably gonna be a future RC plane and Spitfire. Can't wait to build that. So yeah, let's get on with the P51 Mustang build. Enjoy the video. Alright, we're going to start notching the patterns on the wing ribs. What I recommend photocopying the plan so I can get it on a separate piece of paper that you're going to throw away instead of ruining the entire plan and cutting this out. Because on the back it's some important stuff like the stabilizers and rear of the fuselage if you cut it out here. So I did it in two pieces because I couldn't fit it on one piece of paper on the printer, but that's fine. So yeah, we're going to start not cutting these out. We're going to start with the wing ribs, because why not? And it's my favorite part to build on the entire plane, the wings. And then we'll move on to the fuselage and other minor details here. So I do have a few tips. Just use a sharp blade on your X-Acto knife, or a craft knife, so you don't accidentally split the wood open. And if it's very soft wood, just be cautious. The softer the wood, the better it is, because it's more likely you're gonna accidentally split the wood in half, because some past kits have been so brittle that I ended up splitting the wood in half. So just be careful and you should do fine. Now you can notch these airfoils in many ways. Like you can place on here and do it using these little lines here. What I like to do, I like to trace an outline, cut the traced airfoil out of the paper, and then place it over the part, and then cut it. It seems to be the easiest way to avoid any mistakes, and it's just much more simpler. It does take a little bit, but if you don't destroy this piece of paper while you're cutting it, you can reuse it over and over again without having to recopy and paste other pieces of paper in the printer. So yeah, just place the airfoil tracing over the wood carefully and make sure it's in the right spot. If it's a little long, place it at the front of the airfoil always. Make sure that this part is always facing this part. It doesn't matter about if this is too short than that one, because that's not where you're going to glue. And if you glue it all in the same consistent spot, it's going to be a straight line every time on the wings. I'll show you what I mean later. So then you just carefully cut out the part here, like that. Don't fully cut it out. This wood is very brittle, unfortunately, but it's just with this part of the airfoil. The other ones are actually very soft. Just make sure the cut or the little line is visible when you remove it. So if you look here, you have these little grooves here, and then now you cut them out on a flat surface if you haven't already. So yeah, there you go. You have the perfectly cut airfoil out. Looks very nice, very happy with the result. The stringers should fit in these grooves. I like to make them a little big so I don't have any problems later when I'm placing them down. Give it a quick sand. And give it a quick sand real quick, and then we can move on to the other ones. Now you get the process of how this works. I will do this in fast speed, time lapse, whatever you like to call it. So this doesn't take an hour of video. There you go. You have a perfectly smooth airfoil out. Make sure we're going to do another round of sanding when everything's together and pieced in the right order, so there's no like edges, sharp edges that can disrupt the tissue job. So yeah, we're gonna do some time lapse now, and I'll see you when all of them are cut out. All right, we got all the wing ribs cut out, and let's move on with the fuselage ribs. Same thing with the fuselage, just it takes a little bit longer. And yeah, let's start on the fuselage ribs. All right, so we got all of the pieces notched and marked out. All we need to do is assemble them, and this takes so long. This like take an hour. So it's very annoying to do this. That's why laser cutting is so much more of a luxury, because this is how you used to do it back then. It's before they even had die press, die cut, wherever that's called. So yeah, let's start the building process, and let's. All right, we got a lot of the fuselage finished. We have the ribs in. We just gotta apply the stringers and rubber band. We almost have the, what's this, right wing done. So we will finish this wing done, apply the stringers, and work on the other control surfaces. including the left wing and the tail and stabilizer. So yeah, canopy's cut out, looks very nice, did a lot of trimming. So solid look, very nice, and let's get to it and continue building. Very nice. Just a little sanding to do, trimming, get this excess off, and we're good. Alright everybody, we got the wings and tail and stabilizers done. Now this is probably going to be a flying model, so we're going to do some major reinforcements because this wing bond is fairly weak. We just got this front and back stringer and this little brace for the dihedral, keeping it all that ring root attached. doesn't make any sense, but it's fine. The fuselage would be finished in the next video, hopefully. I just wanted to start it so I can get the general shape of the thing, and hopefully add some braces here on the interior of the fuselage. Other than that, it's looking good. I failed this plane probably around 7 months ago, a while ago, so I want to try to rebuild it, give it another shot, and it's going well so far. So next video would be fuselage, and we should be nearly done. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.